Alright, so I think I figured out maybe a partial solution that seems to solve a couple of the issues that I was concerned about. So you see, I have a drawer in here, and this is not perfect, but because the idea was we need a way to secure the tabletop to this, but I didn't want to bolt it directly into this. I wanted there to be some kind of way to quickly take it off the table and maybe integrate the drawer at the same time and arrange for a way to use to switch out drawers if you need to. And that's one that I hadn't mentioned before, but I think it's a pretty good way to make it flexible. If you don't like this drawer and maybe you'd like a larger drawer like this one, this is not exactly appropriate. So if you can find a drawer that you'd like that would fit in here, I wanted a solution that would allow you to pretty easily not swap them out instantly, but at least change the whole configuration so that you could use a larger drawer. So I think I have that in here. So in here is where I'm going to drill some holes and have that sticking through here with the top. So we'll just drill some holes through there. This enables you to have it out reasonably far, so it's not here in the middle of your workspace, especially not four of them. We just have two roughly right there, with a way to make it really quick to undo if you need to get back to using this workspace as a sawhorse and for using the vise, which I'm using right now just to support this up here. There's nothing really attached except that this is now attached to this, and if I were to uncrank this, you would be able to see what's happening. Basically, we have this, which will be secured to the top of here, has these screws in here, and this drawer is attached. Well, it's not actually attached. It's just sitting right inside these screws right in this mechanism, which comes out completely. And the cool thing, in my opinion, is that because these are just screwed on, if you ever wanted to stick a bigger drawer in here, if you found one that's more to your liking that fits the way that you like it to fit, and maybe even works a little bit better in here. There are some problems which I'll show you in a minute with the way that this one works. If you ever want to swap it out, you just pull the screws out and then move these out a little bit more. So it's really not hard, and then whenever you want to use it, these won't necessarily be all the way in here like that. That was just a clamp. When you're actually using it, you want to put it out as far as you can for the most stability. This is one of the limitations you'll see about this if you ever decide to check one of these cheap versions out, is that this doesn't actually open up enough to hold even a 2x4 in here. The Black Decker Workmate definitely allows you to hold a 2x4, but this version does not. So that's just not really acceptable. So anyway, all we need to do now at this point, for this stage of it, is to attach this to this. And so here's all we really need to do for that. Just to flip it over. And we'll find the middle of it. We'll just line it up that way. In fact, it doesn't even need to be middle. I mean, you could do it this way, but I happen to make it so that the ends come out to here. You'll see that this is not exactly in the middle, but if you were to upgrade to upgrade it, so it's just a $30 product to the Black Decker version. It actually is weights very well, so that if you push down on the front of it, it won't collapse. It'll actually become a little bit more stable, which is not a feature of this one whatsoever. So all I'm going to do for this is to take this and drill some holes in here. And unlike in the original project, you don't need to be big 3/4 holes. they'll just be big enough to hold these bolts right here, which I don't even remember what they are, but I'm sure we can find a drill bit that matches them, and that's all we really have to do. So I'll go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you again in just a moment.